A Prince George's teacher is making literary strides at Riverdale's Parkdale High School. Clinton Smith uses poetry to help his students learn about literature and justice. Byron Scott has our story.
Where it says, and yet, having lived through this experience.
His name is Clinton Smith.
We are in the era of the last few Holocaust survivors being.
He's an educator.
During Lent, I was always taught that the most meaningful thing one could do was to give something up.
Poet and conscious of a classroom.
Silence is Rwandan genocide.
The 25-year-old New Orleans native teaches English and International Baccalaureate at Parkdale High School in Riverdale, where students do a lot of reading.
Only those who experience.
So much so that his students have increased their reading levels by more than 2 years. Today is Elie Wiesel's night, based on his experiences in World War II concentration camps.
If we remain silent, we are becoming complicit participants in these injustices.
Smith uses poetry to help students learn more intimately about other literary works, such as Night, which in part was a catalyst for Smith's poem, Silence.
So a lot of the work that I do in this class is very social justice based and social justice oriented, and how can students and young people be a catalyst for creating change in the world.
The students then read their own poem.
She always said she had never been loved correctly.
Room 258 is an interactive literary library with walls that provide a view to the outside world. There is a wall of literary devices, goals in the form of information about colleges and universities, a picture of Malcolm X, the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, and of course, books.
And what I want my kids to recognize is that no one can hold you back from doing what you want to do.
All of this is why, in part, Smith was named Teacher of the Year by the Maryland Humanities Council. He is featured in a book about teachers nationwide called Heroes in the Classroom, and he heads the group Collective Voices for Justice. His aim is to make sure his students understand that they, too, have a voice.
So this year, instead of giving something up, I will live every day as if there were a microphone tucked under my tongue.
In Riverdale, Byron Scott, CTV News.
Thank you for that interesting story. Byron Smith has been teaching at Parkdale for 3 years. He was a finalist in the 2012 Individual World Poetry Slam.